So bonus episode. We were talking about zombie stuff, and I'm like, well, let's just record this, and then it's all good. My lighting's a little bit better, as you can see,
Yeah,
which
you look
is not
great.
great for my busted ass face, but that doesn't matter.
Um,
Gonna get
okay, since we decided we're just gonna jump right in and go all sorts of live right now, can I give the friends out there a an intro for you? Like, can we teach them your intro? Okay,
Yeah.
Here we go.
Damn, natural one. Sounds so cool. Still love that every time. So, again, today we're talking about zombies. The reason why this kind of came up was the new Resident Evil 8 is coming out, and it looks amazing, and I cannot wait to play it. And I hate that the trailer came out 5 months before the game did, because I love that game, and I want to play it now. I'm tired of waiting. I want to play it now. In this one, have you seen the trailer for it? It has that really hot girl.
Yeah.
She's like a really hot vampire. She's like 9 feet tall. And daddy likes to climb. And so yeah, but she's not zombie-esque in the slightest. Apparently they're like vampires or something.
Yeah.
So that's something that's different.
Well, as you like to say, put a pin in that, because zombie or vampire, can they be both or either?
No, you can't have a zombie.
We'll go back. Let's go back to it. We'll go on with where you're going here, buddy.
So it always leads me to believe, obviously, 2020 was a super hard year for everybody, right? And a lot of people thought that it was going to be the apocalypse, and goddamn QAnon people thought it was going to be the end of the world, and all this crazy shit started going on, right? So I started thinking, like, a lot of people were just like, well, what if a civil war broke out? And they're like, that's not fun, okay? What's fun is, what if zombies plagued the earth and we had to deal with that? That's fun, okay?
Yes.
Real talk, that's fun. So, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, like, survival and stuff like that, the different type of zombies, how that would affect your, how you would survive, okay?
Which I mean, the word survival kind of implies that.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, right? That's what we're talking about. Anyway, so so we got different type of zombies. So you have all different sorts, and that highly depends on how contagious. And you can go like 28 days later, where if you get a drop of blood in your eye, you go crazy. And if those are things, do they just go crazy, right? That's insane, but it's not like. No, right. Honestly, that's a pretty good one. I think that's a good, like, middle, because the ones I don't like is like World War Z, where they like climb on top of each other to get over walls and stuff.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
I loved it, but you don't survive that. Like, that's just you die.
No, I think that was the entire point of that. Except for, like, spoiler alert, then, I guess, for Riley Carr is asking if they're hot, asking for a friend. Well, I like a World War Z. I'm assuming, I don't know when that question came in. I just happened to nose it down. But World War Z, like, does that have Brad Pitt in it?
Yeah.
Do you need to say anything else? I mean,
it's amazing.
Brad Pitt. Yeah.
Zombies wouldn't even eat Brad Pitt, because they're like, no, that's beauty. Yes, they're hot.
I believe if I'm not mistaken, in that one, in order to survive, spoiler alert, you have to have an infectious disease, like 2020, and everyone in 2020 would have survived because they would have had the corona.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. Then go past them. Really quickly, just for Riley, question for you: you kill a zombie, it's buck naked. Do you poke its butthole? Do you? I think you do. I think you poke the butthole. I think you have to know, and I think you do. And that's how you get infected, because you're sick. So anyway, hello, Carol Burnett's daughter. Anyway, so so you have different types of zombies. That one you don't really survive, right? A good one is 28 days later, where they go mad.
Yeah, I love it.
But like, they don't crawl on top of a bunch of stuff. It's just them going crazy, right? From there, you got ones with like specialty types. Like Resident Evil has some specialty types. You got Nemesis. You have stuff like
Resident Evil is probably It's probably my favorite. I think it's a little it's not as mainstream unless you're a part of that world. So because obviously it's part of the video game world, but Resident Evil, like the shows, I was in love with them. I thought they were so cool.
With Mila Jovovich?
Well, aside from her being there, but I love the Resident Evil and how they were created in that. I think
they have specialties, but they're not like another one, Left 4 Dead. Though that's a good one too, where they run and they have specialties. That's still hard to survive, right?
Right. So,
but
what's the one I kind of put in the same vein is what's the one with Will Smith?
What's that called?
You know,
where it's like super sad because his dog dies.
Yeah. It's essentially it's a zombie show because he creates the virus and then people become zombies, everybody dies off, and he's left, by himself.
And he does great until what? Oh. Girls get involved. You know what I mean? Playboys, come on. We all know they're trouble.
Yeah. You can't.
However, I mean, if again you're alone forever and a girl comes up,
probably
you fight
like, you know what? Why not at this point?
So you have that. So which zombies, right? Now, if they're Resident Evil zombies, they're mostly slow. Sorry, I got a little bit of background. It doesn't matter. It's my baby kid. So anyway, if you have zombies and they're Resident Evil, but you only have a few big ones.
I Am Legend. We're told.
I Am Legend. That's what it is. God, that movie sucks.
You suck at a movie game.
You love that movie? No, that movie sucks. That movie sucks. Don't get wrong. I would love it to be Will. Well, I'd love to be Will Smith in general, but to be Will Smith that where you can like drive whatever you want. Awesome.
I mean, I don't know. In order to be, you've got some background going on in there, but if you like to be in a zombie show, you've got to be good looking, I guess.
Oh yeah, for sure.
As a survivor. So I guess zombies, like the key to surviving a zombie apocalypse is be good looking. We're screwed.
Yeah, no, I'm busted. No, do you know what? Every once in a while you get the one ugly guy that's like, he's the one guy who knows how to do one thing, right? He's like, no, come into my bunker.
Yeah, like Zombieland.
Yeah, dude, Woody Harrelson. That guy's uggo. Okay, that guy's busted. And he survived for a long time, so that's cool.
A great one though, by the way.
If you're talking, well, okay, let's go off of that. Let's go like Zombieland, right? Where they're slow moving, but they've infected too many people because a lot of people are stupid, right? Yeah. Let's be honest. So, and for me, so this is not a true story because an assault occurred. So I'm in Vegas. It's for my 21st birthday. We're drinking. No, this wasn't for 21st birthday. Either way, drinking. And we're walking down the strip. And a group of about 20 people dressed in like they're getting married, but have zombie makeup on. And they start coming towards me. And I'm like, guys, that's funny. All right. They keep coming towards me. I'm like, no, seriously, that's not. Guy gets close to me. I judo throw him. Okay. And he's like, dude, what the? And I'm like, I'm not going to take a chance. I'm not going to be the guy in a zombie movie that's like, no, that's not me, bro. I'm not patient zero. I'm not going to be the first 100. I'm going to hit throw everybody. Okay. I don't mess around. You're lucky I didn't give you the people's elbow. You want these. Okay. Cause I'll make it rain. Okay. I ain't messing around. Just saying. Okay. No, It didn't happen. That is all hypothetical. But
yeah.
Anywho, so those type of zombies. What do you do, right? There's actually a book called The Zombie Survival Guide. I can't remember who writes it. I could Google that later. It doesn't matter, right? Anyway, he talks about all the pros and cons and things that you should and shouldn't do, right? So he talks about like the pros to living in a city. A lot of people think that if a big occurrence goes down, you need to like stay tight knit. And I think that depends on how big how big of a city you live in. If you live in a smaller town, then that's what you need to do. You need to get with everybody, hold off the whole town, and just hold it for that, right? If you are in a bigger town, in a bigger city, people will do things to survive. We're animals at heart, and so we're going to go at them, ham, egg, and cheese. So you're just gonna die. So so I live in a bigger city. You need to go to the mountains, right? You need to grab your stuff. You need to head to the mountains, or you need to head towards, area.
Everybody,
Get away. Just get away. Once you get away, then you're all good. So they talk about so my dad, I start talking to this about with my dad, and he goes, well, wouldn't a boat be good? Like you can go to different shores and stuff like that. Yeah. Until you run out of gas. Right. And I ain't rowing.
Oh, no.
Right.
That's way too
much. Now, if you got 24 Vikings and they're all, rowing away, then sure. Right. Well, I'll go.
If you've kidnapped a college rowing team or something.
Yeah.
Sure.
Then my mom's like, oh, well, what about an island? And I was just like, I don't know where you think we live. We live nowhere near an ocean. I don't know where we're going. Okay. I don't know what you think that I'm capable of. I'll get us killed. Okay. Like I can get us to the forest. No problem. I can get us to some places. No problem. I can get us to the West Coast. No problem. You telling me to get to like the Bahamas? We're dead. Like I'm going to get us killed. I promise. I can only have so many mistakes before I die. Okay. They talk best long range, best short range weapon. One second. Hey, baby. Hey. Keep it down a little bit. Okay.
You do have a mute button on your screen there, but anyway, so
absolutely. You guys need to know how I treat my kid.
So for talking melee weapon, like we're talking up close and personal, I want a machete because I feel like they're better weighted, so you could hold the handle with one hand, and it's weighted in such a way that when you swing it, you still have that power. But like if you had a knife or a sword, so if a knife, you got to get too close, so you don't know what kind of zombie it is, right? Like if you're going hands-on, you don't want a knife because what if the blood gets in an eye or gets in your mouth, and then I'm assuming you're still in the room. Otherwise,
I'm listening.
Oh, okay. I can see we've got some people listening to the chat, so at least they can chime in. But if I got a knife, I don't know what kind of zombie I've got. Like if I get some blood in my eye or my mouth and or like splashes on me, then now I'm affected. So it was all for naught. But if I'm not good with a sword, hold on. Let me just finish with my analysis. Okay, I'm not great with a sword because I want to two-hand clutch that thing and swing it like a baseball bat. Chances are I'm going to miss. It'll slip. I don't know. But with a machete, now I've cut down some weeds before with a machete. I feel like I'm capable with a machete.
It's about the same.
Yeah, good. Just go for the head or the neck. Yeah. I got it. Piece of cake. So I'm going to go with a machete for my close range melee attack.
I don't think that's a bad one. The reason why I think that's a good one is I think it is you can find it at any hardware store, right? They're super lightweight, and they have multiple uses, which is kind of good. I think that I don't think they're the best, but I think they're like for most people, they're the most they have the most access. So you can go with that. If you're gonna get a knife, this isn't a super nice knife, but it's got a cool little. Never mind. Anyway, if you're gonna get one, at least get one with a bottle opener, right? So that way you can open your beers, right? Because I don't know how to open them otherwise. Now, other ones that get brought up.
Did you just drop your example?
Yeah, I did. Totally. I was like, oh, get this. Never mind. Commas. Those are another good one. Cutting weeds, right? Good one-handed.
Yeah, but also with that though, I feel like I would go to like hit him and I'd catch him in the back of the neck, and there's still like tendons and bones and things that I would hook it and like pull him to me, and now we're kissing, and now I'm dead because it's biting my face off, and there's the money right there.
The one problem with the machete, right, is it's super thin, right? I can't. Yeah. There we go. There we go. And the handles, I mean, usually for the ones you can probably find nicer ones, right? But yeah. I mean, it's what you're most likely going to find, where it's not like crazy durable. Now, I think the best if
I knew we were showing props, I would have grabbed my machete, which is.
I didn't think we were going. I didn't think we were going to do that, but I have them literally within arm's reach of me.
You have them in the Overplay dungeon. Continue.
The other one, Wakizashi, right? Good one-handed weapon, right? Good one-handed. So it's not as long as a katana. It's extremely durable. Does everything that a machete can do, but better. But they're a little harder to find. So this is what I think the best weapon is right here.
Okay, for those of us normal people,
if you're just normal,
I'm gonna grab a machete. I have a machete, or I have a vegetable chopper. I'm not gonna use that. That's like
Ashley brings up a good point with the comma. You do once. Well, it depends. If we're talking at first, then it's not as much where they're decaying, right? So like after a couple of years, because they would like in Resident Evil, they say they last about a decade. A couple other ones say they last until they pretty much wither away. So with the comma, after about a year, once they've decomposed, especially if you live in a warmer place, you'll be able to just like pretty much cut through them like no problem. That katana thing, you also look cool, right? It is not like Walking Dead. This really bugs me with Walking Dead because everybody has this like.
What season did you quit?
1. So I read so I'm one of these. This is the only.
I got to 3, and I was like, "Oh, this is 1 and 2 all over again in a different location."
So this is one thing. The one time that baby air. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is the one time where I am one of these people. Okay, I usually hate these people, but this is the one time I was. I read all the comics. Okay, so I already knew everything that went on. The books are a lot shorter than the story. They really dragged on those the first season.
Oh yeah, they did.
Season. They dragged that first book for everything they could get out of it.
First, second, and third was okay-ish, and then when I got into the fourth, I was like, "This is all just a repeat of the same." They're killing off some main characters and new characters, and then they added some other like spin-off of it, like so The Walking Dead. It was like.
They did it with the one Irish guy, right?
Yeah, like it wasn't The Walking Dead. It was like The Living Alive or some shit, but it's the same thing, based on the same time. I don't know, it's stupid. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
So with that, eventually in The Walking Dead, the girl has a katana, right? And I absolutely hate this thing where they treat katanas like they're lightsabers, and they are not. They're not lightsabers. Okay?
She was beating more zombies with that than anyone with a machine gun.
Yeah, she just cuts through them. And I'm like, that's not how it works. I don't know. It kind of pisses me off because obviously the best weapon, the best close range is a lightsaber 100% of the time. Every time you can heat stuff up, you can light it on fire, you can go through doors, you can do anything you want with a lightsaber. That's the best weapon. So if you have a katana lightsaber, you win. You won you won all of the zombies. So
yep. 100%.
Think about. I think that's close range. Now the best close range in this book is a Shaolin spade. Okay, which is ridiculous because they talk about like spears has range, but obviously you got to be more accurate with it. So he's saying really what it is pretty much a spear. But instead of the point, it has like almost like an axe thing at the top, right? And so he's saying, you can go and cut zombies' heads off.
What's it called?
It's called a Shaolin spade. Okay. I don't agree with him because one, I have a wakizashi. I'm a huge nerd. I went to China and trained with Shaolin monks, and I still don't have a Shaolin spade. That's ridiculous.
Wow. May I take a moment and share that with the people so they can see what it is looking at. Hopefully this is the right image and not porn, but here we go.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that
so
it?
So you can see to the left there, you have this giant like axe thing, and then at the end it has a crescent moon blade. It's extremely hard to handle that.
Do you hold it in the middle?
Yeah, you hold it like a spear. You hold it just like a spear. It's ridiculous.
You'd really have to be trained in that thing to use it then.
Yeah.
Like
for sure. Me, yeah, you're not just going around. But then again, if you have a Shaolin spade, I'm hoping that you're trained in it. Because what is that? Dude, that's even coming from a nerd. Who's got that? Nobody.
No, nobody has a Shaolin spade.
Even Shaolin monks were like, I think that's in the back. I'm not really sure. We haven't used one of those in forever. Those are stupid. That's ridiculous. So then that's what his was. Also, can you imagine if you're just like walking, then you got to have that thing on your back.
Yeah,
like
imagine walking.
Yeah, like all of a sudden you're playing, Dynasty Warriors, which we're not. It's a zombie apocalypse.
Okay, well, okay, so let's go to. I don't want to get away from the the walking part.
Rock star, you feel like a rock star. What?
Okay, let's go to the walking thing now. If I'm walking, okay, how come zombie apocalypse breaks out, and now suddenly everybody forgets how to drive and everyone crashes into everything? So the freeways.
The reason why. Well, the reason why you would have to walk, and the reason why like dirt bikes would be great, but obviously if you have kiddos and stuff, you can't just throw them on. I tell my kid you can't because they'd have to listen, right? I tell my daughter she can't talk while I'm.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is why is everybody crashing all of a sudden?
Because if you start to turn, you would crash, right? Especially big thing. Look, think about all the crashes that happen when nothing's going on.
Yeah, let alone what I'm saying. Why all of a sudden is like, oh, a zombie, I can't drive. Everyone else is crashing in every damn thing. Like, just drive straight.
Well, yeah, that's what we'd hope.
Get on a freeway and just drive.
But they can't. When
zombies come out,
that'd be too easy. And then they wouldn't turn, right? Because so they crash. And they're like, oh, getting out, and then all of a sudden our zombies are and gets them, which is fine for me, right? So so you got to get out first. You got to get out quick. So the minute I hear zombies coming, load up my family, boom, we start going. Grab my katana, wakizashi. I don't have a katana. Wakizashi on my back. I got to leave some of my weapons here. Another good handheld one that I'm going to just show off because it's my favorite weapon. Okay. No, it's not just a wooden dick. It's also a ribbed wooden dick. This. Now, if zombies could be intimidated, this would be that weapon. 100% of the time, it weighs 20 pounds. It's extremely heavy. This is what would do it. Okay.
What are you doing with that thing?
That's a kanabo. You would bash their brains in. It's a giant club. You just go ham, egg, and cheese all day. So.
Okay. It's a kanabo. All right.
It's a samurai weapon. Yeah, anybody who's watched Deadliest Warrior would know.
Okay, it's a kanabo. I'm sure the K is silent, so it's a nabo, which then it's a knob. So what are you're over there stroking your knob to hit people with it.
Winning all day.
Yeah, because you got a 20-pound kanabo, buddy.
Yep. So that's the best weapon. Anyway, long range weapon.
Why do you have that thing?
Because I'm a samurai. This guy. What do you mean? Why do I have that thing?
Who doesn't have a kanabo, right?
Everybody should, dude. If you guys could see all my weapons, I've got right now. I have a Nodachi, which is an extremely large katana. The sword probably 6.5 feet long. It's awesome. So that's a great one too. But again, you're not carrying that. That's the reason why it's a problem. And unless you're Sephiroth, you can't carry that one-handed. So
yes,
you have that.
Yeah.
Long range weapons. They talk about calibers. So he says the best is a 22. So there's pros and cons to that, right? Pros is obviously if they're zombies, you probably could put it in their head. It would bounce around in their brain and kill them, and that'd be fine. Plus, they don't have a lot of kick. You can get them super quiet if you have a silencer, and you can hold a lot of ammo in a bag, which is great. Now, if you have
what did you say it was?
22 caliber, like a 22 long rifle.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
You have 9mm, which is good because you can. A lot of handguns are in this, so you could have a handgun. You could also have a PCC, a pistol caliber carbine. So you can have both, right? Both use Glock mags, one to hit them farther away, and then when they get close, you can kind of use your other weapon. You always got to keep one in the chamber for who? You. Yep. It's in every zombie movie. You got to kill yourself once they're going to get to you because that's got to be the worst way to die. So worst ways to die. There's only really.
So if you So if you become zombie, so when you're becoming zombie, you know you're transitioning. Like you know you're infected. So
yeah.
Do you die and your consciousness is gone, or do you turn zombie and can't control your consciousness to want to just eat other live things?
I don't know, because nobody's been turned back, so there is no answer to that question. If I know that there's a possibility I eat my kid, I'll eat the bullet. If everybody I know is dead, then I'm going zombie, bro. I don't even care anymore. All day, bro. I don't even care.
That's true.
I'm too scared to kill myself. I'm too much of a bitch.
Like if I'm running with a crew of people, and all of a sudden, like my people, not like people that eat in the woods, because I don't care about them. But if I'm running with a crew of my people, and I get I get bit and I'm gonna be turned, yeah, I'm eating that bullet.
Oh yeah.
Or, yeah, if I'm like in the forest run, I almost said jungle. I live in a foresty area, not a jungly area, and I'm in.
You don't know how far you've gone. Maybe you're in the jungle. Maybe you went to South America for some god awful reason.
I would I would own it. And I would hope that my consciousness stayed there, but I just didn't have control of it.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Oh, you better run. They're gonna catch you. That's what I'd be saying in my head. I'd be narrating the whole time. So yeah, that's stuff you have to think about. So all of these weapons, by the way, again, totally turn if it's running zombies. 22 ain't doing it, right? Because now you're looking at 5.56. You're looking at a bigger round to hurry and put them down. Now, if it's bigger ones, like there's a Nemesis, yeah, I'm looking at 308. I'm looking at 50 BMG. I ain't messing around. Okay, I'm gonna go ham egg,
an elephant.
Yeah. I ain't even messing around. No, sir. Plus, you need a big weapon because you want to. You don't want too big of a weapon. The big guy with the machine gun, always dead every time.
Yeah, because
he's always rushing.
And
every time
he's not rushing, he's rushing because it takes too long.
Well, they don't even know. Usually they keep going when they die. They're like, look, I'm going to get you out of here. All right, Anarchy 99 vodka. I don't really know the rest of the Russian language. And then they're mowing him down, right? And you're like, no, Popov, no. And he's like, just go. And then he gets eaten. Not going to be me because I'm selfish, right? The minute you're like, Popov, no, I'm going to be like, cool. And then I'm going to run. And I'm going to throw my gun and be like, no, because I'm not dying, okay? But you want a big enough gun that if a girl sees you, she's immediately attracted, right? If I'm carrying 22, daddy ain't getting any love. But you're carrying around 308. I don't really know what any of this means. I'm just saying rounds that sound bigger, that I know are bigger for using. I know 308 kills deer, so
yeah. It's definitely good. Okay, if it's a decomposing body, why in the world would you need a 308 that would kill a large animal to kill a decomposing body? Like it feels like
hear the girl part, like trying to get laid here.
It's why I feel like Zombieland is probably one of the best ones because it's most realistic. Like they're like, oh, lady showed up. Suddenly our plans changed.
Yeah.
They're like, let me show you how good I can do this. And then
Resident Evil's the hell they want. Mila Jovovich is hot and shows up somewhere. And they're all like, no, let's be tactical. I'd be like, so Mila, what do you like to do?
So everybody's about to die. Do you want to? So this factory's empty. You want to go find an empty room?
Yeah, exactly. Take her out on a date. No, they never show any of that, right? It's kind of crap. I think that's. I just don't believe it. Is all I'm saying. But if you have bigger zombies again, you want a bigger round because you got to put down.
Well, okay. Now, if you're talking Resident Evil type zombies, yeah, you're gonna want that bad boy. If you're talking like regular, what everyone kind of envisions to be
the Zombieland. If there's Zombieland, honestly, 22s do you just fine.
So we went melee, which is our close one. We picked there. You got your short range, short to mid range. You got that 9mm or 22, and then if you're going long, there's where your 308 comes in, right? Like you're gonna sit back 30-06. You're gonna sit back there and just as you see them coming into your White House.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, and that's obviously you don't want to strike him at too far because you don't.
Was it in Zombieland? Was it the White House they were in, or where were they? No, they were in
Bill Murray's house.
That's right, Bill Murray's house. I don't know why I thought.
What a great guy. Nice. I love Bill Murray. Bill Murray, if I ever get big, will you come on the show? Because I love you. We'll just talk zombies or whatever you want to talk about. We can just talk about you all day. I don't care. So everybody like and subscribe so we can eventually get Bill Murray.
Yeah, I think that's realistic. I hear he just pops in on random podcasts sometimes.
He doesn't. He's so old. Hold on. He's probably. We can just lure him here. I'll kidnap him. No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. That was a joke.
PD live for free.
Yeah. Otherwise, so then where do you go, right? So we live more toward the forest. Forest is pretty good as far as wildlife, growing things. But plains are also a good area because obviously you can see the zombies coming for a while, right? Where, zombies might sneak up on you in the middle of a forest. So you have that, right?
Okay, so let me ask you this. So we're mammals and we get infected, but our DNA is different than other mammals. So is it because we're mammals and warm-blooded that we become infected and can't?
Well, that depends.
Dogs and cats and
that's
birds.
The thing. If we're going Resident Evil, dogs can get infected.
Right.
Most of them, the animals don't get infected. It's only the humans. And if that's the case,
makes more sense to me.
Yeah. So that would make it easier for hunting and a bunch of other things. Obviously you can. That's the reason. So the boat isn't a bad idea until you run out of gas, right? If Tesla made a boat that you could plug in and you could somehow generate electricity, it'd be great. Because fishing is a great way to get food. You also have crabbing. That's a great way. I love crabbing. I mean, if you guys ever done it, it's a lot of fun. So crabbing's a good way to get food as well. So, but things you have to think about. So, like on the ocean, getting fresh water, that's kind of hard, right? Pirates are usually
think about where we're at we're in the mountains, and what you have to think about where we're at in the mountains is if you're getting chased, mountains go up. Now zombies, they don't need to worry about stamina. They don't need to worry about like getting tired and worn out muscles because they're decomposing, so it doesn't matter. But you and me, if we're running up a mountain, that's a problem.
However, for all you nerds, you will know if I'm on a mountain, what do I have? I have the high ground. Okay, that gives me something. So I got katana and I'm sitting on the mountain. I've got high ground. You can't win. You're going to try to jump up. It's like, gotcha.
It's nerdology 101.
Yeah, nerdology 101. So for sure, I got the high ground. So I'm not really, but it is a good point of like running. However, you could use trees to go to, because obviously the zombies ain't going to be jukey. You just kind of go around a tree. So there's that, right? Plus, they're going to more stay in the city. And that's the reason why 22 would be good is because you could put a silencer on it and you could actually keep it super quiet so you're not attracting more zombies. Because the zombies are going to really overall do nothing for you, right? They're not going to provide food. They're not going to provide anything. So there's that.
If I may, I'm going to share my screen with you one more time.
Yeah.
Again, I hope this is a actual photo and not porn, but here we go.
Yeah, there it is. It's porn.
Yeah. And here are the rules. Number 1 is cardio.
Yeah, that's for chumps. We don't need that. We don't need cardio, right, boys? Double tap. Yeah, you don't double tap. You're wasting ammo. That's stupid.
You totally are.
Beware of bathrooms. Bathrooms are no longer a thing. You keep toilet paper like nobody's business, right?
That's true. Yeah. If we learned anything over this last year, you stock toilet paper.
Oh, yeah. But you don't use bathrooms otherwise. You dig a hole. That's seat belts. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it means wear them.
Yeah, because everybody crashes, and if you crash and you break something or you maim yourself and you can't move, boom, zombie fodder.
Yeah, you know what though? Then I can't get my seatbelt undone, and then the zombie. I'm just like
you're carrying a knife, or you're
Wakizashi. That's true.
Yeah, you're cutting. You cut right through that nylon. It's not a problem.
No attachments. I think that that could go in either way of like
that's family. Girl.
See, that's stupid. I disagree with that. I think that family, if you have a family, you're going to be able to trust the people, right? Just the skillet. No, the skillet's garbage. Do not use a skillet.
I don't know why. Like, if you're that close and you have to use a skillet, you got a problem.
Yeah. And if that's the only weapon you have, then yeah, great, go use it. But
can we jump to number 8 real quick?
Travel light. No, let's hurry and go. Travel light, and then get a kick-ass partner.
Yeah.
Hey, don't touch that. No, what do you mean you didn't touch it? It didn't just fall on its own.
Okay. I'm holding. I'm going to read them. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Get a kick-ass partner. We gotta cover that. With your bare hands. I'm not sure what that means. Don't swing low because you got to go for the head, not the knees or the ankles. Use your foot. Nope. These rules are all for somebody that's way too close. If a fire starts in the Overplay dungeon, like, well, I guess you have no way to tell me that a fire. Scream loud so that I know a fire has started. So I'm just waiting. I want to see. There's your shadow monster.
I'm so fuck.
Okay.
I love you. Love you more. Hey. I'm not angry at you, okay? I love you. Okay. So, anyway.
Aww.
Yeah, damn kids. Anywho. I love you. So, what was the? Go back to those rules. Let's say how stupid these rules are, because a lot of people have dumb zombie rules.
Yeah.
Everybody, come to the dungeon. I promise. I'd be a good leader. I'll get us to safety. I will bring us.
So,
oh nope, that didn't work.
Yeah, that kind of cut it off. Once we get through the first half of them, it'll.
I don't know how to get. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna cut it again. We're gonna put it back up.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
So travel light. I agree with that. Obviously, you want to travel good, but I think that honestly, really, you want to keep everybody about the same speed, right? So I would say your guys that are a lot faster and stronger, you're going to put more on them. Your kids, like my wife, she wouldn't be able to carry a lot. So that's something she'd have to pack light. Get a kick-ass partner. Duh. Of course, if you've got Navy SEALs surrounding you, you'll be fine. Stupid. With your bare hands. I'm assuming that means don't.
My guess is like never. Ever.
Yeah, never use your bare hands. There's no reason to. Like, what do you that's just stupid. It's so easy to just be like, because they don't care about anything.
Right. All they have to do is like bite your pinky and you're toast.
Don't swing low. That's a good one. Obviously, again, you're going for the head, right? You're just headshotting. That's all you're doing. So that's a good one. I mean, again, that should be self-explanatory.
Yeah, you want to hit the knees.
Use your foot. Again, I'm assuming it means don't.
No.
So kicking zombies.
This is the second time. Like the first time I read that by myself because you were putting out a fire. So this time when you read it, I'm thinking now what it means. Like if they're like, go back up to number 2, double tap, right? So you shoot them or you hit them and they fall down. Now you're not quite sure and you're walking past. What are you going to do? Use your foot. Smush. Dead. Gone.
Again, I'm not going to risk it. One, if you double tapped and you still missed, that's on you, homeboy. If you die, you use twice as much ammo. You were just bounty paper towels. I'm going to say a caveat to this and just say Charmin toilet paper. That's more important than bounty. It's lighter. It's used for more things, and it's better fire starter.
Yeah, you're not going to bleed after you use it anyway.
Exactly. Shake it off. Yeah, if you until you get to a place where you can make things right, you got to shake it off, right? You gotta just ditch it, right? Just go. Navy SEAL, just adapt, overcome. Always carry a change of underwear. Who cares, right?
No, I'm not.
Unless
Well,
you
if
meet
you
up
don't
with
wear
Mila
them
Jovovich,
anyway.
shit your pants. Who cares, right? Who cares? The minute you see a girl wash your underwear, throw those bad boys away. Be like, all right, I'm gonna go behind the tree and check. I'm gonna hurry and go up this tree to hurry and check to scout it out. And then you take your underwear and you put it at the top, and you come back down. You shimmy it, bro. I got you.
No, don't. I don't even know why you'd wear underwear, but
bowling ball.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Opportunity knocks. We're not even going to talk about bowling ball. If you use a bowling ball, I hope you die.
You
have a bowling ball, anything that's on you.
I don't know.
Opportunity knocks. Yeah, don't knock on the door. I don't know.
Or I have no idea. I don't know.
I don't know. What's that other one say?
Don't be a hero.
That's what do you mean? Don't be a hero. That's the whole point of a zombie apocalypse. I want explosions behind me. I want some girl to be like, "No, help me!" And I go in.
Yeah.
And I cut up all these zombies. And then she's like, "Oh my god!"
Well, now that we
I'm like, I go by 0, and then I just like keep going or something. You got to come up with a cool.
Now that we got halfway through our rules, will you put it up bigger now? You can cut off that other half like you did before.
Oh yeah.
Remember how to do that? Oh, there we go.
Break it up. Or limber up. Yeah, you're going to have to be limber because obviously you don't. So right as the zombie apocalypse, you hear it's going on, make sure to stretch because that's what everybody's going to do. That's stupid. Break it up.
I'm assuming that means like instead of large groups, break into littler groups. So that's like you're better off surviving if you have a littler group that can like move faster. You're more agile. You can get around. Like if you're in a big, large group, it's like one person gets bit, and then all of a sudden it's like wildfire through the whole group, and now you're by yourself.
But I see the reason why I disagree with that is obviously once you're at a camp, a bigger group is better because you can have more people doing more things. So that's kind of a that's kind of iffy. I'd be okay with that. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Unless it's a sprint, then sprint. Duh.
Yeah.
I mean, like, duh. I don't avoid strip clubs. Hey, you know what? Why don't you mind your own business? Okay, you mind.
Now, what are we talking about here? Because now, are we talking Dawn of the Dead type of thing, or Dawn of the Dead, Dusk Till Dawn type of thing?
For strip clubs?
Yeah, like if I'm walking in and all of a sudden they turn into zombies, that's a problem. Now, if they're on lockdown and it's okay, then maybe it's okay.
Are they wearing masks?
I don't have any money to spend anyway, so I don't know what you're doing it for.
Yeah. When in doubt, know your way out. Yeah, you should know all your egresses, right? Know where you're having to go. Usually that should be like on the leader, right? If you're kind of deemed as the leader, you got to know this type of stuff so you can force your people out. Because obviously not everybody's going to be thinking this stuff. So, okay, put your shoes on first. Ziploc.
Keeping things dry, I suppose.
I'm supposing. I don't know. Use your thumbs, ladies. No. I don't know. Give me okay. I don't know. This is weird. Shoot first. Oh yeah. Well, for sure, right? Because that's the thing.
Yeah.
If zombies don't get you, people will, and that's kind of what I think Walking Dead did do really well. Is it kind of showed like, hey, another thing that may kill you is humans.
Yep.
That's something you have to think about, right? So you see. But again, also you don't want to just be randomly marking people because you don't trust people. You're like, oh, screw it. Like, you know what I mean? No. Little sunscreen never hurt anyone. Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good one, especially until you get it. Incoming.
Yeah.
Incoming. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming they mean don't use condoms to populate the world. I'm assuming.
With healthy people.
Yeah. Double knot your shoes. I disagree with that. Go Velcro, people. Come on.
Yeah, but if you're like, man, if you're running a lot and you're around a lot, you're not going to want to use Velcro. That shit will wear out. Now your shoes are coming off. Yeah, double knot your shoes.
The buddy system. Yeah, you should always go with somebody. Also, that way you know if somebody got bit, right? It's always the dude. He's like, all right, I'm just gonna go around the corner. He comes back. He's like, oh, kind of with a limp, and they're like, you okay, Billy? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just fine. And he's not fine because he went across and got bit. Where if Sally went with them, she'd be like, no, Billy's not fine. He got bit, and that'd be like, bam. And I double tap him.
Done. Yeah. But then it's also a buddy system. It goes with have a kick-ass partner so that you know, none of that
happens. Your stain stick. Okay, check the back seat. You should always check the back. Honestly, you should do that now. People are crazy. If there's some dude in your back seat, dude, I always check it. And if I have like clothes in my back seat, I'll grab my key and I'll stab at it. You know what I mean? Like, don't be too thick.
Why not?
This world is so crazy. Just stab things.
I would agree.
Enjoy the little things for sure. You got to enjoy the little things. I think that probably suicide would be a lot higher in zombie times, right? Because I think all the people that would be kind of like excited for it because be like, this is what I've like been preparing for. But I can see a lot of people getting sad about it. And if you had to see Nana die, I could see you being like, no, I don't want to live. So enjoy the little things. The fact that maybe your sworn enemy is dead now. That's gotta feel pretty good, right?
Don't worry about them anymore.
So yeah, you don't have to worry about them anymore. And
last but not least, did you pick it up?
Here, I'll pick it up right now. So this little nifty thing has one of those like phosphorus sticks. So you can like
hold on, let me bring you up a little bit. Oh look at you. Please cut your thumb off on live video. Or light a fire in the dungeon. Either one of those would be awesome.
Thanks. So
do it for the content, bro.
Oh yeah, I gotta do it for the content. Now I'm actually kind of worried. If I light my house on fire, I'm going to cry. So yeah, those are the things. Obviously, you have to think about kids, vehicles. Like, right, what's the best vehicle?
Yeah. So let's be honest here for a second. Not that we're not being honest, but if you had to pick a type of zombie that is probably going to be, is it the slow, stupid ones? Is it the manufactured, crazy, weird mutant type ones, or is it like a regular person and now they have the same abilities that they have as a human and now they're just a zombie? So like
I think it's that. I think it's more 28 days later where they what? Oh, is it? Okay. Okay. Thanks, baby. Oh my God. I'm leaving her behind. No, just kidding. I'll never do that. I think that one's the more believable, where they eventually die because they're not eating. They also are they use their own abilities, right? But it's kind of like animals where they'll push through the pain and they don't, there's not that mental weakness. And then they just rip you to shreds because they're like in this rage, right? I think that one's more believable than any other one.
Yeah.
So I think that would be the more, and that's one of the harder ones. That's one of the ones where you're like, the best thing is to get in the mountains because obviously they have to rush to you, but cardio comes into play where again, you have that weakness. You have you have a lot of different things. However, I think that it would be the best because you got to just survive 28 days, right? And staying home is so risky because then you end up being like, what's that movie with Sandra Bullock where if they make noise, they'll like go and eat them?
Oh yeah, The Blind, where she's I know what you're talking about. They have to keep their okay, well, you'll be right back. Somebody listening is going to tell us the Sandra Bullock show where she has to keep the blindfold on. She's got
The
her 2
Blind
kids
Side.
with her.
The Blind Side. That's it.
No, it's not the Blind Side, you moron.
I haven't seen the movie. I don't know.
It's actually the Bird Box, I believe is what it's.
Birds of Prey.
Oh, I think it's called Bird Box. Isn't it Bird Box?
I don't know. Otherwise, I would have been like, "Hey, Bird Box," but I didn't.
Go to the Google machine here for this thing.
Hey, Jamie, could you tell us what? Can you Google what that movie was?
Yeah, it's a Bird Box.
Bird Box. Thanks, Bree. Yeah, she got it. Jesus, come on, Brad. I did not know that.
You're an idiot. It's the Bird Box.
Bird Box. So it's going to end up being like Bird Box, right? Where if you make a noise or you give off a scent, all of a sudden they're going to come up and eat you, right? So
the other one where they can't. So that one she can't take her blindfold off and see them.
Oh yeah,
with Jim Krasinski or whatever his name is.
Yeah, where you can't talk.
Sound. You
can't make a sound.
Silent. I can't remember what that was called, but I think it's more like that.
Yeah. So
why couldn't you not see them? It'd be more the sound.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the movies.
Like they're gonna evolve. They're gonna evolve and be like, "Oh, we can hear you now. That's where I want to go." But
yeah,
you can't see me, therefore I can't see you.
Yep. No, you know that rule.
What are we in kindergarten? Wait, where did we go? Where's he at? Oh, there he is. Yeah, no, it's silly.
Yeah, that's so all of a sudden it's kind of a crazy thing. But again, and then you need bigger rounds. There's all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of crap that comes into play. Those zombies are scary.
I think if we get zombies, it's going to be like everybody's going to have whatever ability they have right now.
Yeah.
Just now they're a zombie. But they might have a little bit more stamina because they don't worry about dying or whatever. So imagine it, Florida throughout the entire world.
Oh my gosh. You have 3 professional football teams. You got basketball. If you live in Florida, you're dead. It's just you got crazy met out Florida people. Dude, you're gonzo. Oh, dude, you're dead. You're dead. You're good and dead. You want to go to like California, right? Where as long as you stay away from South Central, really, you just got a bunch of like.
And don't go northwestern because you don't want to end up in like Montana, Idaho. What's the other one? Wyoming. Too many guns over there.
Oh well, and also just like, who wants to live in Wyoming? You know what I mean? Like, even in the zombie apocalypse, I'll be like, Wyoming? No, thank you. I'll stay here. I think that those are, you really have to think about where you're living, the people you're around. What's the oh, dude, Bama. Bama, I think, is the heaviest state, the fattest state. So that's where you want to go, right? Oh, yeah, dude, they love deep fried things. So if you go there, they're just, and you could hear them as they're walking up, as they're breathing really hard, and you can just pick them off. Actually, but then they have fat, and then that is harder to get through. Actually, I guess not really.
No, but because like, does the forehead? If I'm shooting at the forehead, is that going to be harder to shoot through if you're 550 pounds or 50 pounds?
Yeah, but I also feel like a really like if for instance you're skinnier. I'm a bigger guy. If I look like I want to eat you, that's scarier than if you look at me like you want to eat me, right? Like if that guy like me is like, you're like, oh, this guy might do it. No, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot to think about. You can't just think about, little stuff. I mean, if you watch Resident Evil, there's not a whole lot of fat. Oh, the fat lady. What is that one where they're in the mall? That's not 28 Days Later, is it? No. What's the one where they're in the mall?
Yeah, that is Resident Evil.
No. The one where in the mall and the fat lady's in the thing, and she gets up and she runs, hauls ass, and he has to stab her with the chimney sweeper thing. Stabs her right in the eye. Bam!
Oh, I think that's 28 Days Later. Yeah.
No, it's that other one. It's like dust. It's like the
Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, I can't remember, dude, but that's a good one too. That's a great zombie movie. What's your favorite zombie movie?
Is it Shaun of the Dead?
No, look, that's one of my favorite zombie movies. Tell me if you guys would, if this is a good idea. So I have a bar. That's where I'm recording, right? I have old shotgun. It's not the Winchester, right? Because obviously I'd want to put a Winchester, but those are expensive. But I'm wondering if I should put it above my bar because it would kind of give me the same thing where I'm like, go to the bar, get something to drink, wait till this whole thing blows over. That's probably my favorite zombie movie that I can watch over and over and over again. But I think that Resident Evil's good. I think 28 Days Later is a really good one. It's like Dusk Till Dawn or something like that.
Is it Dawn of the Dead?
Dawn of the Dead. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead's one of my favorite zombie movies of all time. That's a great one.
Let's see. I don't know if I can. Let me just see if this. I'm going to attempt something wild here for just a half a moment. Let's see if I can share this with friends. Please don't be porn.
It's always porn.
I know.
Oh, if they're gonna make a porn, look, they make porn about. Yeah.
So this here, right? Like, I don't think it's gonna need audio volume.
I think this is the old one, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the old one. They do a remake. Oh, this is terrible.
Yeah, this is not the one I was talking about. But
no. Why would zombies move that slow? By the way,
because they're just chill, bro. They're just chill.
And then how would anybody ever get infected if they move that slow? That's ridiculous.
Because they're too busy trying to buy toilet paper. Like, what's this? And they're like, no, Betty, I don't want to shoot you. And then they get eaten. Me, don't even care. Taking people down.
Yeah, no.
Favorite zombie movie, if we're going on, I think Dawn of the Dead is a really good one.
So
that's probably
my favorite. If we're talking okay, so a little bit different. Mine is Resident Evil. They're my favorite, hands down. But more like traditional zombie, I would say for me, Zombieland and World War Z are they're tied for number one on me. I love both of those, and I guess I don't know. I just like because they're not just like stupid zombies that wander around. They're like they're gonna come and get you, and I love that.
But that's the reason why
Resident Evil is the same way. It's like we're coming to get you, and I just think they're better designed as a movie.
Yeah, best zombie game. Still go Resident Evil. I think Resident Evil has better stories.
I think a little
Left 4 Dead has a lot of. Yeah, I think like Left 4 Dead's a lot of fun. You can play that. I'll play Call of Duty Zombies. I'm going to be streaming.
I was going to say. So Resident Evil, again, it is fun. It's a fun game. You have to commit to the story. And so it's a little longer, and so it's like the whole zombie, like it's slower, and it's like if you play it at night, you turn off the lights, play the game, put on some headphones, it's terrifying. You get immersed into it, and it's awesome. But as far as like just shoot 'em up zombies, yeah, I got to say Call of Duty's zombies.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Like I said, we're going to be streaming that hopefully pretty soon. I'm getting everything set up, people. So if you want to do that again, subscribe, like, obviously go on YouTube and Twitch. God damn, it's too late. And dude, you know what else sucks is we have the spring forward. I get less sleep tonight. That sucks.
Yeah, you decided to keep us up an extra hour just to write about zombies.
Like talk about zombies and stuff like that. So, if you guys have anything else you guys would like us to talk about, we're gonna try to stream and record Thursday. Again on YouTube, like and subscribe. Twitch, follow us and subscribe if you would be so gracious. And then also check out our Facebook. And if you guys have any questions or anything, you guys can also email us at the Overplay Podcast at gmail.com. And remember to hit for YouTube to hit that bell so that way you get notified every time we hit a video in case we do these crazy random ones. So, have anything else to add?
I do not. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. I like zombie stuff.
Have a good one. And,